Samantha Cook. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, and we've come over here to the Hruska Clinic because I've been struggling with non-epileptic seizures for the last 19 months, and nobody's been able to figure out exactly what's going on. And so it's been debilitating. I've missed classes, I've missed activities and things that I'd like to do, and my quality of life has been a lot lower than it should be for my age of 21. And so I have headaches right through here and along the back of my head. I get all kinds of ear pressure, and with the barometric pressure changes is the only trigger and symptom that consistently leads to the seizure activity.
What side of your body is the seizure activity on?
Only on the right side of my body is the seizure activity, but my eyes roll back into my head and I lose consciousness. And so I've had seizures in 4 different countries in 7 different states, and there's no other correlation other than the pressure. Nobody else has ever been able to understand what's going on, and so far it looks like we're here and getting some answers.
Nicely done. Played volleyball?
I was a huge volleyball player. I was getting a lot of looks from Division I schools, and after deciding to go to a Division III school, but I had a 37-inch jump touch. I was at 7% body fat and was incredibly athletic at the peak of my athletic performance until my health started to get away from me. And so I would love to be able to get back to that point and be able to kind of regain my life and the control of my body and the athletic performance that I'd like to have back.
And Matt, when you're taping, always get her full body if you can. Mom,
Yes.
would you be willing to share with the audience your 2 to 3 minutes, your history of her past, where you've taken her and where she's been?
So she spent in and out of the Children's Hospital in Cincinnati 10 days where she was a lab rat. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with her. They put her through all kinds of different things. Every morning the think tank, we called them, they were the interns and the doctors and the med students would come in and they'd all try to come up with what was causing her problems. She spent 3 days at the Cleveland Clinic's epilepsy monitoring unit with their head. The head of neurology took her case, and an epileptologist was the one that was working with her. They caught a seizure, determined they were non-epileptic, and put her in psychotherapy for 9 months because and then we took her to a cardiologist because her heart races, and the cardiologist said any 20-something young lady who has unexplained anything, they automatically put her in psychotherapy because they think it's in their head. And he said that's not right because they would not treat a gentleman at the same age the same way. And so she did her 9 months of therapy. We saw no improvement. In fact, the seizures started getting worse at some times, and she said, you know, we have tried to move on and find other things. So we've seen probably 100 doctors by the time you take all the hospital staff and everything else,
Sure.
with still no answers.
And what are the warning signs that you're going to have a seizure? Start with what happens when you get up that morning, if you would.
When I wake up in the morning, I feel very disconnected from my body. I feel as though it's just a very off day. There's something that's just, I'm not completely there at all times. I have a really bad headache, and then my heart rate varies inappropriately for the activity being done. I'll be sitting in a chair in class with a resting heart rate of 74, and my heart rate will jump to 122 with absolutely no stimuli. And so it's been very, very difficult with school and classes. I've had to take 2 semesters of medical leave in the last 2 years, and will hopefully be able to graduate in a year and a half. But after my missed classes and the amount of seizures that I've had, and the way that the recovery time inhibits my ability to be present and participate in class, once again, I've already gotten emails from the dean saying whether or not I'll be able to complete this semester despite having straight A's in my grades because of my attendance and inability to be physically present in class. Additionally, when I come out of a seizure, I have a 24 to 72 hour recovery period where, with the seizure being only on the right side, I have right side paralysis for anywhere from 2 to 6 hours after coming out of a seizure, and my grip strength doesn't return for up to 72 hours. I have a lot of difficulty processing information, putting things together, coming up with the correlations and things that are very easy for me to make. Otherwise, one of my friends had made the comment that after a seizure, I tend to almost regress to a 7th to 8th grade vocabulary level for up to 24 to 72 hours until I kind of get my bearings back and can come to. And so the only thing that we found that can help speed the process is just rest and sleeping, and they've given me migraine medication that helps take the edge off of the headache a little bit but doesn't make much substantial progress. And then when the storms are there, the pressure changes. Same with altitude. It just, I have to wait it out.
So in the last day and a half, you've been hearing about things like cochlea tension and cochlea frequencies. And I know I'm going to talk about the tensor tympani and the stapedius muscle. And we're going to use a visual system to help regulate the tension of her eardrum. And the tension of her eardrum is set by the protective mechanism from the tensor tympani, which is pre-activated by pressure gradient changes around her. So I don't think this is a case of baroreceptor issues. I think this is a case of barometric issues influencing the central ear and the vestibule. By getting her in a pair of glasses to relax her system, we will dampen and regulate that tension of her eardrum so that she's not hypersensitive to high frequency sounds that she can't filter and understand without some low frequency introduction. That's going to be done through a visual process. So we're going to regulate her tensor tympani musculature by deactivating it and by giving her a sense of rest with the inner ear through a visual process. So with that being said, Dr. Weiss is going to go ahead and put some glasses on you, and then what we want you to do is tell everybody, and that's kind of where we just were about 5 minutes ago, and you're going to tell everybody what you sense both with what you see and what you sense with what you tactily feel and what you sense with what you hear, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and open this door up again. I don't know if there's any noise out there anymore at all, but we'll go ahead and open up anyway, okay? I'm going to ask the receptionist to turn the TV up, okay?
Additionally, I've had 5 to 6 concussions, which has definitely influenced the head trauma and the ear pressure, and that's one of the significant leading causes as to why that might be going on.
Can you hear that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Which side goes on?
Okay.
The RoboSpecs.
And so as you look around and
The cheering is getting louder. I'm talking at a higher pitch than I was before. As I walk, the pressure that's usually only on my right side is now also shifted to my left. I feel more equal as I'm moving on both sides of things. The humming of the computer has gotten lower. I hear exactly what they're saying. The cheering has gotten louder. I can tell there are more people in the audience now than there were before. I can hear the host talking.
okay. Now we're going to take them off, and I'm going to test you, and we're going to put them on and retest you. Okay. So, and Dr. Wise, tell us what happened when you took them off.
The room seemed to get smaller. I still can hear out there, but it's a little bit less clear. Humming of that darn computer is louder again.
And that became irritable. That high frequency is now irritable.
The colors are slightly less bright, and this pressure has returned to where I can feel the ground under this foot. This one doesn't feel like, they're not equal like they were before. And I feel like my center of gravity has lowered itself. I feel like I have more weight on my shoulders than I did before.
Do you sound different?
Yeah, I sound lower.
Does your instrument sound more vibrant or dead?
Sounds a little more dead, not gonna lie.
Doesn't resonate. Okay. Can I maybe lay back up here on your back?
Absolutely.
Put your head down here. And Madam is going to walk around the clock here, okay. So she has OA function. She does not have intercervical lateral flexion bilaterally. She's restricted both ways. So her rotation is restricted. She's basically locked up. Her suprahyoid musculature and her muscles that she's using to breathe with, including the scalenes and the digastrics. She will have limited IR on both sides. There's her right. And she'll have limited IR on this side. There's her left. She will be limited to about 30 degrees of shoulder horizontal abduction bilaterally. Go over here and do the same thing. And ventilatory wise, her ribs are going to be up, and I'm not going to go over all the mechanical issues with ventilation because that's going to change dramatically. She's going to lay back on her back in the middle. She'll have about, Dr. Wise, about 60, somewhere in there. About 60 degrees of straight leg raise right there, correct? You don't want me to go too much higher than that. And likewise also on that left
This
side.
one's tighter.
That's tighter, we'll give it 50, okay? We're gonna look at this in a minute. Lay on your right side. I can't bring her femur back without her back extending right there, so that's a positive test. She'll lay on this side. We'll do the very same thing over here, Matt. Can you scoot over here a little bit?
Oh yeah, sorry.
And she's also limited on that side as well. Thanks a lot. I checked her mouth. She's going to get a splint today from an orthodontist that makes these splints. Just to get her out of her regulatory activity on the right side. She's canine to canine loaded on the right side. But primarily the issue we have right now is her sensitivity to both sound and the visual processing that she's using to understand where she's at on the ground. So we're going to walk back over to Dr. Wise. We're going to put the glasses back on. We'll let you absorb this again.
Okay.
And just participate with your body, okay?
Yeah, so the room is bigger. I feel taller. The equality in legs have returned. I hear out there a lot clearer now. Yeah, they're talking about cars. Male host. Female was just laughing. The room is brighter and a little bit larger.
You see your left hip now?
Yeah.
Left hip.
They're definitely more equal. I feel less pressure there, which I think is what I meant when I said taller. Like I feel like there's less weight on it, so that then now, as I'm walking, I don't feel like I'm like clomping my feet around.
Right. And for the benefit of everybody in the room, including the viewers, we just have gotten started. We have not really done anything. We just are going through this process. This is the first lens that has been put on her. And at this point, we're going to go ahead and have you walk down the hallway, just this hallway. We'll come back in and then we're going to start up the process and see where you're at, okay?
Okay.
So just walk up and down this hallway. Keep it rolling, Matt. Do you feel like your arms are swinging more freely?
Yeah. I feel like something in my central back is released.
Something in your central back has released.
Like right here.
Does it feel less tense?
Yeah.
So her posterior mediastinum just opened up. And she has pretty even arm swing. And she has pretty heel to toe touch. Do you feel a little bit more relaxed through your feet? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and lay you back on your back. Okay. Now let's just go, let's start right here. We're going to check intercervical spine
Whoa.
and inner cervical spine. Mom, are you watching this? So she can go each way pretty freely right now. She can move her neck pretty well. We didn't patch an eye, did we? Didn't put anything over an eye. This is your right arm before it couldn't move down at all.
Whoa. Whoa.
And so
It hasn't done that since surgery.
full rotation, okay? This is your left arm,
This is ridiculous.
okay?
This is.
Come all the way over here. Slide over here. There's your horizontal abduction.
Oh wow.
Over here. You feel looser?
Yeah.
And there's that side. Okay, let's go back to the middle. Okay, we're going to take this leg up in the air.
That's never happened before.
I was gonna say, even on your best day, you've never been able to get it that
It's
good.
still a little tight, but it's
Yeah.
better, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's lay you on your left side. We're going to keep both your legs up, okay?
Okay.
And let that leg drop.
Oh wow. Still a little bit of tension up
Okay,
here.
that's what we want to know. We're going to do the very same thing on this side over here, okay? And she's still got a little left AC. So this is the only thing that
Okay.
didn't improve, right? Can you let?
Well, it's still slightly improved, I think, but
Well, it's not. We don't have you where we want you.
right, not to where it could be.
Could you rest your head down?
Okay.
And you can kind of sense that, right? Your body
Yeah.
knows that. Why don't you stand on up and head over to Dr. Wise, okay?
All right. So
Actually, I'm gonna rearrange here. Close your eyes for just a minute. Okay, go ahead and open.
That got louder.
Is it as aggravating? Is it more aggravating?
A little bit. I feel like I'm talking lower again.
Okay,
I feel a little bit dizzy almost in this
okay.
area right up front. I don't feel quite as equal as I did.
Well, then we already know that was not the right move. See how sharp you are? Can I just show you how that was not the right move? And how well you know your body, okay? Can you sense that?
Now I almost feel like there's more weight on this left side than on the right side.
Okay,
Flexion.
all right. We're gonna keep working, but that's not our last
And
move.
the room got a little smaller
Okay.
as I'm looking around. Those corners are
Okay.
tighter.
Okay, we're gonna have you walk. Okay. I don't think we're there yet. So I think here's what it's gonna take. Tell me before we walk, this will be so much fun. I want you to look at Matt, look around again, and look at this room.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna open this door up, and I want you to tell me how this sound changes what you just said. So we just put a lens on you that puts you over on which leg?
Left.
Do you feel that left leg? Can I show you how your left leg's gonna drop right now?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna show you how your neck got tighter.
Mhm.
And they're gonna open that door up. I wanna see what happens, okay? Could you go up there and tell her I need the volume at the very same level, okay? Then your right side for me. So that last lens prescription she put on you, look what it did to your hip.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Correct? So I can take that leg and I can bring it back, and that went much better. Would you agree?
Yes.
Lay back on your back. And I can bring this up in the air a lot more freely.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Okay? Would you agree?
Yes.
So that was probably a pretty good move.
Right.
Okay? Everything else is gonna be fine. You follow me, everything's fine. Except we have one problem now. Your neck doesn't like those glasses without certain sound. So when I take your head to the left, it's gonna be tighter. Remember
Yeah.
how loose it used to be?
Yeah.
That got tight. But we did a pretty good job down there.
Right.
Now we're gonna open up that door. Okay, so go ahead and actually, if you just wanna stand right where you were,
Okay.
and face the door so we don't have one ear to the door, but face the door when she opens it up. Now listen.
It's louder.
You see how she gave you the ability to hear that?
I hear it a lot clearer. I hear whispering that way. It's not from the TV.
So now you have your left ear back. Do you feel how you went to your toes?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and lay you back down. Put your back here. So do you see what the noise did? It helped her visual process because the brain is now picking up both things at that site. It allowed this just.
Oh, wow.
Now let's
So
walk
look at
around.
that.
Let's walk around the clock. Oh, guys, let's walk around the clock. Make sure everything's there. Come on over here.
Oh, I thought you meant actually physically walk.
I'm
Sorry,
walking around
my
the-
bad.
But would you agree that's a lot
Yeah.
easier?
Wow.
That kind of cool?
Yeah.
Free. And I bet we're going to be good here. And I bet we're going to be good here. Remember all
Wait.
these days?
Yeah.
And I'll bet this will be just as loose as it was. You feel that?
Yeah.
Then your right side.
Oh, that's new.
Then your right side. So you needed some sound to get better. But you needed some sound under tension that was different. And she changed that for you.
Nice work.
But we still needed the sound to make sense out of that with the floor. That sound and that floor and that visual system are now all what?
Together?
Working together. Should we go for a walk?
Oh,
And
we
come
should.
back in
That'd be
and
fun.
check you out, okay? Does that feel different on
Yeah.
the left side?
Yeah, I don't feel. They feel flatter again. My feet do.
And that means you're pronating better and you're relaxed. Good morning. Good morning. Perfect. Perfect. If you look at her shirt, you'll see that her shirt is rotating now both directions. She's got a good arm swing.
Is my left shoulder lower than my right?
It is now. It was just the reverse a few minutes ago. But actually, if you really want to know the truth, the viewers will see that both shoulders are level, but to you, it feels lower.
Right.
Because we raised the right up.
Yeah, so this feels significantly lower.
Yeah, but it's just perfectly lined up.
Right, so yeah.
I'm gonna have you look in a mirror at yourself, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna have you go down just halfway and shut this mat. Now, do you sound different?
Yes.
Look at this
Yes.
mirror here. Look at this mirror.
Oh, this one.
Stop
Okay.
right there. Do you sound different to yourself?
Yeah,
Do you see how level your shoulders look?
it's true. Yeah.
That
So they must have been like chained like that
One was
before.
down and one, now they went up.
Yeah, because this it's weird because looking at them they're flat, but this one still feels like an inch lower.
She's gonna turn the volume down on that TV.
Okay.
Okay? So she's gonna do right now, okay? Could you turn the volume down for me? And remember where you're at. And I want you to tell me if you feel like your right shoulder is lowering.
It is. But I can still hear that.
Right, but do you feel how your right shoulder lowered?
Mm-hmm.
Now look in the mirror. Do you see how your right shoulder just dropped?
Yeah. These wrists are equal now.
But do you sense that you're going over to the right side?
Yeah. My foot on this side is starting to get more weight.
Okay. Stacy, could you please turn up the previous volume level?
I don't like that.
Okay.
This is moving up.
Did you shift over back to the left side?
Mm-hmm. Foot-wise, this hip now has more, this shoulder is higher.
Stacy, turn it down a little bit. Now tell Stacy where you want the volume. Just say up or down. Stacy, she's going to tell you whether to turn it up or down.
Down. Down. Down a little bit more.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Do you feel best right there?
Up a little bit. Stop. Yeah, that's...
And now you're comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay, do you know how to take your heart rate for where you're at? Do you have it on right now?
Yeah.
Could you tell us what the heart rate is, and then we're going to turn the volume.
94.
The heart rate of where you like yourself right now is at 94. Okay? Stacy, are you still there? Yeah. Okay, we're going to turn it back up to where it was. And then just look at yourself in the mirror. And just let your hand by your side. And just listen.
Neck is tightening. This is shifting forward.
Okay? Just give it a few more seconds.
I don't like this.
Can you tell me what your
Oh, I just moved forward.
I know you did. Can you tell me what your heart rate is?
94.
Okay, it's still at 94. And leave it there.
Yeah.
Walk up and down the hallway with that on. Just walk
Oh,
up.
I don't like this.
I know, but hang in there with me, okay?
This is weird. My feet don't feel like they're together.
Okay.
Heart rate's still 94.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I'm moving weirdly.
Okay. Heart rate's still 94?
Yep.
Okay, now let's go back and you tell her where you want that again.
Okay, turn it down, please. Down a little more. Little more.
And you like that. That you like.
Up a little bit. Stop. Down just like a touch.
What's so cool is, do you see how you know exactly where to dial it in with these glasses? Okay. All right. Is that, are you comfortable? You like that? Do you feel better?
Yeah.
Shoulders are level?
I still feel like this one's a little bit lower,
That's
but I
okay
think
for
they
us,
are.
because that sure means your abs are on. Now what we're going to do is I'm gonna take the glasses from you, we're gonna take them off, leave the sound just where it's at, and we'll see what happens. We're gonna take the glasses off. That's allowing your brain to pick up sound and floor differently because that's one of the 3 senses that have been changed.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take the glasses off. Are you okay, Heidi? Dr. Weiss, you okay?
Yeah.
And now I've got the glasses. Just listen to everything, including my voice and your voice, and feel your body.
Weird, like back of my neck is weird. This is getting higher.
Left side's getting higher. Do you feel more tension in your neck?
Yeah. And right up here.
And what she's pointing to, Matt, is her temporal bones. Maybe put the camera on her right now. Back up a little bit, Matt, so you get it. Where did you feel the tension?
Right through here.
Okay.
And then
Are you going to your heels or your toes?
heels. More pressure on my right foot, but my left foot feels like there's more weight on it,
Okay.
which is weird.
Do you feel like you're extending your back or rounding your back?
It's extending, but it's getting, like, there's pain right through the back of the shoulder.
Do you feel like your right shoulder is dropping? Look in the mirror at it. Does it look like it dropped a lot to you?
Yeah.
Now, what does it sound like? She did not change the volume on that TV. What does the sound feel like? What does the sound sense like to you?
It's louder.
So do you see how much more it got loud without
And it's
her
all through the back of here. There's a lot of tension. I don't like that.
That means your tympanic membrane's tighter. That means your eardrum is picking up frequencies because it's tighter.
I can hear the computer.
It's much more sensitive right now. Everything's gotten tight. You point to a muscle, to a bone called the temporal bone, and that temporal bone has a tensor tympani in it that goes to your inner ear. So when you pointed here, I know your tympanic membrane got tighter. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So as you're standing there and you're feeling that tension in your temporal bone go up, what did your heart rate do?
Still at 94.
Okay, so it's not regulated, it's not moving. So your heart rate variability is an issue. You're not, your heart rate doesn't
I feel like it's going faster.
Right, but see, your heart rate itself is going to sooner or later kick in quickly because it's not variable enough. It's not being regulated like it should. Does that make sense? Over
Yeah.
time, that should improve. I'm going to give you the glasses, and you did not move, right? You're in the
Right.
same stance that you were before, and let's define what we did again, and then we're going to finish up this treatment, okay? We're not going to change anything. We're going to ask you to put those glasses on and describe what happens when you put the glasses on.
It's dropping. My headache doesn't, my neck is moving.
Dropping, who's dropping?
Yeah.
Did your temporal bones feel less tight?
Yeah. Nothing hurts here anymore. It's the, like, I feel something like right here in front of my eyes, right here. This feels higher now.
The right side feels like it's higher, so you must be getting a little more air over there.
Yeah.
Do you feel like your weight shifted over to the left side?
I feel like it's equal.
Okay, good. Do you feel like
There's a
your
little bit of tension in the bottom of my neck, like in my, right here.
Okay,
Like base of my neck on both
doing a
sides.
great job. You really are. How do I sound, you sound, and the TV sound?
TV is good. It's a little bit quieter than it was before, but I can still hear it. I sound higher. You sound the same.
Okay. All right. Let's go in there and see what you got on the mat. We're going to finish it up. What I see is she needs some transfers.
Okay.
It's just for between you and me. Let's go ahead and lay you back on down. I'll show you, Heidi, what I mean by that. So I know we got your neck yet. That feels pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And actually, Heidi, let's just do it. Let's just stand her and make sure. Okay. Still loose. So
Yeah.
we're right back where we were. We're going to stand you up right here. We're going to face that way.
Okay.
We'll put you right here. You're doing a great job. Samantha, you're doing wonderful. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Imitate Simon Says. You're going to put your right foot forward.
Okay.
Your right foot forward, your left hand forward. You're going to get into that left side of your body by shifting over to the left and bending your knee slightly.
Like
There.
this?
Yep, that's perfect. And just look at me.
This feels
And
weird.
It does feel weird. We're going to make it feel less weird for you, okay?
I like that.
Okay, how about before we go any further, go to the right side and do the same thing on the right side. Just repeat it over there. Does that feel weird to you?
No.
That feels kind of normal.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you like that on the other side?
That would be nice.
Okay, put your left foot back again. There. There. That doesn't feel right, does it?
No.
Okay. Come on down here.
Alright, I'm just gonna try it out. Okay.
Why don't you back up to where you were?
computer's louder.
Okay. I'm going to have a little music, a little volume of something in here. So I'm going to ask Stacy, you tell her where you want it. Stacy, can you hear us? Yeah. Could you turn it up as she directs you?
Stop.
Okay. Thank you, Stacy. Okay, so you
Wait, actually up a little more. Stop.
comfortable?
Down like a hair. Ah, that's nice.
Okay. You're tuning into her prescription. Does that make sense? You take them off, that's going to change.
Yeah.
You see what we're doing?
There's still like, I get a weird thing
Sensory.
right here.
Okay.
Which I don't know if that's, I'm
You
just
just
saying
think-
what I feel.
And that's what we want to know. Can you go back to that position where you put your right foot forward? There you go. There you go. Put your, nice.
That's new.
That's
Because
kind of
before when I bent this leg, it turned this way.
correct. Is
Now
that-
it feels straight.
Awesome. Put your left hand forward and your right hand back. That feel much better to do?
Yeah,
It's kind of nice, isn't it? Do you feel the left side now?
yeah.
Feel your left heel and your left
Right, there,
hip?
it feels more stable
Right.
over here than it did before.
Okay. Now go back to the right side.
So it feels
That's
weird.
kind of weird.
Yeah.
You didn't know how to do that over there.
Now this one's going that way.
Yeah. But is it a little bit more strange over there?
Yeah.
We want that because that's your old pattern. We want you to find a new pattern. So we're going to take that old pattern away a little bit. Is that okay with you?
Sure.
Let's have you go back to that left side again. Kind of nice.
See, this, the left is the new right.
The left is in your right. You got it. Yeah, that's it. Go, you are going, girl. That's exactly right. Put your left hand forward,
Okay.
left hand forward, right hand back. Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you, do you still hear the TV? Okay. We're going to go ahead and take the glasses off just momentarily, and I want to see what happens to that stance, okay? And what happens to the sound. Because we like this. Don't you like this prescription so far?
Yeah. The only thing is I still hear that computer really loud.
Okay. Do you
The
feel
computer is louder than the TV.
okay? Do you feel tension here?
Yes.
Okay, is it gone up or gone down, or is it the same?
It's about the same.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit more up than down.
Could you check your heart rate for me?
Mm-hmm. 94.
It's never changing, so our variability is an issue. So,
Oh, 95. Huh, we're getting somewhere. Still 95.
Okay.
That's a little, oh, 96? Well, yeah. No, looks like that's where we're going to be. 96.
but it went up.
Yeah, slightly.
Okay. I'm going to take the glasses off. You're going to stay right there, okay? Now you hear that out there, right? So that's your left ear. You hear?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you stand here and face that wall? And tell me if you still hear it. Okay, put your right foot forward. Put your left hand forward. You still hear it?
I hear it better.
Yeah, because now you have two ears hearing it.
Yeah.
Got it? Annoying at all?
No.
Okay, now.
This is still annoying.
Okay, I apologize.
It's okay.
Okay, now we're going to do this again, and I want you to stay there. Now work hard. Can you check your heart rate for me right now?
Mm-hmm. 90.
Okay, do you see how we just dropped it?
Yeah.
Because we gave you both ears. When you're standing out here, you heard it with the right ear, because that's your dominant ear. Then you heard it with the left ear, and now you got what?
Both.
Both ears.
Teamwork makes dream
It
work.
does help work. Okay, here we go. I'm going to take this off, and let's see what happens to the hearing and your body.
That's louder.
So there's that tension in that tympani going. There's that tightness.
This.
There's your tempo bones.
Losing stability over here.
And there's your imbalance. Mom, are you watching all
I
this?
am.
Is this
I'm
going
seeing
this
hers.
way again?
Yeah.
Because this hip feels like it's kicked out. This feels like it's going that
Now you're
way.
sensing instability.
This hip hurts like up lower back area.
Neck tension is going.
Yeah.
And the
The
sound
shoulders
is,
raising.
would you say the sound is getting more annoying?
Yeah. And this hurts.
Okay. Nice job. I'm going to put these hearing aids on. Okay. These hearing aids on, and we'll do it again. And I'm not hearing it.
What's your heart rate right now?
Heart rate?
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Matt.
89.
Okay. Doing better. So back to her right foot. You got all this in. Got the full body. Okay. Do you want to now go to your left foot? Feel like you belong over there?
More, yeah. There's the tension right here, but the temporal's gone.
Okay.
This isn't weird anymore. This is the one that's now, like, this hip is that way, this knee is that way. Those drawers are really loud.
What is?
The drawers?
Yeah. But you feel okay over here? Do you like the glasses?
This feels more stable and, like, this is lined up, whereas this is like, this is going that way, this is going that way.
Okay. Let's go back to that right leg forward stance. This is a clean mouthpiece. I want you to slip it between your teeth. You won't be, you can talk, but it won't sound great, okay?
Fair enough.
Just put it between your two teeth. There. And look out again, just relax.
Confirm.
So I made it tighter?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna take it out, okay? Heidi, I'm gonna have you get on the mat and, check. You okay?
Yeah.
Tell you what we ought to do, Matt, I don't know if we need the camera on. I'm gonna check this out for the viewer and then we'll shut it off and we're gonna go out there and walk him down some stairs, do some alternating functional work, and then we'll talk to Dr. Wise, see where she's at with her things, okay? So let's lay you back on like I'm at here, okay?
Okay.
How do you have any other recommendations at this point for the viewer? For the viewer? Would you agree that's all pretty loose?
Yeah.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is really loose. I mean, she's a goose, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna just take this leg up. Right? All feels good?
Yep.
Let's go for I'll tell you what, we'll shut off the camera. Thank you very much.